Welcome and thank you for joining. I'm Andy Parsons, customer engineer based in Melbourne, focusing on machine learning and AI. Today, I want to share three things with you about Google. One, how we lean in with AI, then how Google is the cloud of innovation, and lastly, why I think Google is the honey badger of security. Now, this is what most people think of Google. We use it for looking up movie tickets or how to make pancakes. It's become a verb used by everyone, but it didn't always look like this. Here's what it looked like in the early days around 2000. Searching the Drake Hotel in Chicago produced results from that search, told you how long it took and roughly how many items became available. And if you fast forward today with that same search, it's a lot smarter, a lot more refined, and we also have a lot more data points. Now, in the early days, we relied on rules or conditional statements to match your search with relevant information. And this became a challenge as the amount of information grew. Today, it's over 100 million gigabytes in size and growing. So we had to find a better way to return searches in real time at massive scale. And this led to the evolution of machine learning. We realized that in order to fulfill our mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, AI was going to play a major role in that. And this led to pioneering systems like Disbelief for training neural networks, which was one of the early tools that we used in powering search. And it lays a foundation for future advancements of AI. We then released open source framework TensorFlow, which democratized machine learning, and this contributed to a broader adoption of AI. Now, TensorFlow today is one of the most widely used GitHub repositories for machine learning. Transformer architecture led to breakthroughs like BERT for improved language understanding in search. Now, the development of multimodal models expands AI capabilities to understand information across text and images, signaling a new era of AI development. And this groundwork laid the foundation for us to be able to bring this capability into every part of the business. So what do honeybees and Google Cloud have in common? Just as honeybees work together in a hive, Google Cloud fosters collaboration among a diverse team of engineers and specialists to create a robust platform. And like busy bees working together in a hive, each part of Google Cloud has its own role. And this teamwork makes it efficient to run a diverse landscape of workloads. And a bee's ability to adapt to its environment mirrors Google Cloud constantly innovating and creating cutting edge solutions that address the evolving technological landscape to meet the needs of businesses. Now, central to Google Cloud's strategy is artificial intelligence and machine learning across all of these areas. Now, leveraging our most powerful large language model and tools like TensorFlow and Kubernetes. These play a crucial role in enabling advanced data processing, application development, and security enhancements. And this comprehensive approach empowers businesses to leverage cutting edge technology to drive innovation, improve efficiency, and enhance security within their organizations. And we do this through a multi-pronged innovation strategy focusing on four key areas. In the top left, Google Cloud's modern infrastructure features Kubernetes and Google Cloud VMware Engine. And these enable business to create applications across diverse environments while leveraging existing investments and expertise for a flexible and future-ready foundation. In the top right, Google Cloud's robust data platform empowers business to unlock the full potential of their data through the comprehensive suite of tools like BigQuery, Cloud SQL, Dataflow, enabling a seamless management and analysis for actionable insights. And in the bottom left, Google Cloud provides developers with a comprehensive suite of tools like Cloud Source repos, Terraform, and Apogee, all designed to streamline how you deliver and manage the lifecycle of your applications. And lastly, in the bottom right, Google prioritizes security within a suite of advanced tools, including Mandiant, Chronicle Security Operations, and Security Command Center. These solutions leverage the latest innovations of modern infrastructure to detect and mitigate threats quickly and effectively, ensuring a robust security posture for your data and applications. Now, before I talk about honey badgers, I want to talk about hacking Google. This is a documentary about how Google was hacked in 2009. It's fascinating to watch. It's on YouTube. That's a docuseries. And Operation Aurora was the name of the attack by state actors under the People's Liberation Army of China, attacking Google and many other companies, including Northrop Grumman, Adobe, Rackspace, and many others. And this was the first reported of its kind state-sponsored cyber attack against private companies. Now, this attack came in through a vulnerability in Internet Explorer, which allowed them to infiltrate the network. And this compromised hundreds of systems in an attempt to steal source code. Now, Google assembled a massive army of security experts to detect and respond and eventually recover from this incident. And since this has happened, Google has been developing proprietary solutions that have now become standards in the industry. Now, I think that a good metaphor for Google's security posture is the honey badger. And here's why. They fearlessly take on threats much larger than themselves, mirroring Google's relentless pursuit of protecting its systems and users. With 9 products with over 1 billion daily active users, something we take very seriously. Now, honey badgers have remarkably thick skin that is resistant to most attacks, similar to how Google builds multiple layers of defense into its infrastructure to withstand various cyber threats. Now, honey badgers are constantly seeking out new ways to find food and survive. Google also takes a proactive approach to security, continuously researching new threats and adapting its defenses accordingly. Like the honey badger puts up a ferocious defense, we do it with many layers of security. And many of the tools and practices that are in use today are from the learnings from Operation Aurora. We own the fact that we are compromised and approach this challenge with a solution of layers that we relentlessly iterate on and improve with the goal of ensuring that the platform is secure. So our platform is purpose-built with all the software written by Google software engineers, the storage, the firmware, kernels, all made by Google with security part of the design. And we design and build all our servers, storage, network, and data centers. There's no vendor supplied or third-party hardware or software to be compromised. And security is part of the design of everything we build at Google. Encryption, it's turned on by default both at rest and in flight, and there's no option to remove it. And we designed a piece of hardware called the Titan key. This piece of hardware encryption digitally signs every device in the data center. There is no compromising the firmware or any system. If it's tampered with, it won't boot, and that system is removed from service. We brought in Mandiant, who is the heavy hitter in the space of security, and they have supercharged our Chronicle solution with advanced threat detection technology. And they also bring an army of cybersecurity experts who work with customers when a compromise is detected. Now, the term zero trust was first used in 1994 by Stephen Paul Marsh on his doctoral thesis on computer security at University of Stirling. And in 2010, Google created the first and one of the largest zero trust architectures called BeyondCorp. This was a game changer and a big differentiator for Google threat security landscape at the time. 8 years later, in 2018, this would later become the standard for the NIST cybersecurity framework. And you could argue that being hacked in 2009 was a blessing in disguise because it challenged us to take a new approach on how we address security. Being one of the largest networks on the planet and having an attack, having the attack vector, we continue to be proactive about growing and enhancing our security posture through innovation and cutting edge technologies and people. And as an innovator, I think Google Cloud's leadership is defined by pioneering advancements in AI and machine learning. And this is exemplified by Gemini and TensorFlow to transform how businesses operate and innovate. relentlessly evolving its cloud platform with new features and services inspired by the rapid iteration and improvement seen in Google search, all while building security into every layer of its infrastructure, from custom designed hardware to AI powered threat detection, and an army of the most seasoned veterans in cybersecurity, ensuring a robust and proactive defense against cyber attacks. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you came away with a better understanding of Google Cloud's perspective on innovation, artificial intelligence, and security. And at this time, I'd like to take any questions you may have.